I love to weed, digging my fingers into the earth, soil getting under my nails, sweat dripping from my face. I love the rain, getting cleansed by the drops of untainted water as it runs through my hair. I love scanning XM radio and finding an old favorite song from childhood, providing my mind's eye with a flashback of adolescent memories. I love waking up to the birds singing their high-pitched opus in joyful chorus. I love running through sprinklers on a scorching summer afternoon. I love laughing and the hurt in my side when it's just too funny. I love watching my children sleep, sprawled out on their beds, their angelic faces dreaming of things only pleasant in nature. I love staring at my husband while he sleeps, with his mouth slightly ajar, his eyes closed to the fact that I'm studying his every breath. I love saying what's on my mind, speaking up, having an opinion, growing as a person, learning new things about myself every day. I love the little things, big things, obvious things, ridiculous things, amazing things, and purposeful things. I have cancer to thank for reminding me to cherish the world around me. I've learned so much, but I am not naive to the fact that there are mountains more to discover. Writing has always been a passion of mine. Ever since high school, it was my favorite class. I absolutely loved going to that particular class. Unlike math or French, which I was not so good at, I always felt that I had a knack for writing, and my grades showed it for sure. It was always a pleasurable thing for me to be able to express myself through writing. So I really started writing, honestly, when I first got diagnosed with leukemia. I started a blog to help my friends and family and everybody who kept asking, "How's Sheri doing?" They could hop on my blog and see how I was doing, and it really provided a really great way for everybody to stay connected and to know what was going on daily through my treatments. And it's really funny because I started to get all of these emails and contacts from people all around the world who were reading my blog and were emailing me to tell me that they were inspired by my story and that it was great for them to find someone around their age going through something similar. So it kind of became more of a blog to help people than just to keep friends and family updated. And that was a really cool thing for me because when I was first diagnosed, I really literally was told, "You have leukemia, it's not good. You have 3 hours to get to a hospital to get treated because it's that severe." That's how I was thrown into this. And I literally had 3 hours to pack up a bag of, I didn't know what to pack, I don't know, I threw things in, and to get to the hospital. And I was thrown into this world of chemo and tubes and beeping machines and all of this crazy stuff, and I didn't know what to expect. And when I finally was able to get online and try to find stories of similar people my age going through something like this, I was really surprised at the lack of resources for someone in their early 20s, perhaps with a young family at home like myself, someone in that age group. There was tons of resources for your teenagers and your preteens, which is awesome, and also for your older adults, women in their 40s and 50s going through different cancers. But there really was a lack of resources for somebody my age, 23 years old, with 2 little kids at home. And for me to start the blog for family, but it ended up to become a resource, was a really, really, really cool thing. And I kind of felt that I was helping other people through my experiences. So writing the book actually stemmed out of my blog, which it was a mixture. I really didn't set out and go, "Oh, I'm going to write a book." But it was kind of a mixture of people telling me that I should write my story down after I would get through telling them what I had been through. It was a mixture of that and realizing that, hey, maybe I could provide a resource for somebody in that age group who really wants to know the truth. This is what it's like. This is what to expect. This is how you can get through it. And that was my goal. And I really feel like I achieved that through the book, I don't sugarcoat things. I'm very honest. I'm always honest about everything. You ask me a question, I'm going to tell you. And I don't know why, that's just my personality. And I chose to write the book in the same manner. I didn't sugarcoat anything. I really took the time to detail out the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, all of that. Because I really want you to know, if you're a cancer patient and you're trying to find out what to expect, you're not going to find it online. I never was able to. Maybe now things have changed, but I know when I was going through it, I found a lot of medical terms. This is what you can expect. But there was very little honest, this is what to really expect. So I really wanted to describe some of the things that I went through in detail. And I did that for the person who's looking to know how or what to expect, but also for the caregivers or the people who are well to understand through the eyes of the cancer patient exactly what we go through. And I know not everybody goes through the same thing. We all handle things differently. We all have different experiences. But I wanted to share my experiences in the most honest way I could. And I really feel like I was able to achieve that through my book. It's very rewarding. It was also very difficult, honestly, to write this book. I have a really amazing ability to live through something and to block it out. So a lot of times I would be writing and I would bring up these memories and these images and these feelings that I haven't felt since I went through it. And a lot of times I haven't thought about these times since I actually experienced it. I kind of do it like, oh man, this is horrible. All right, what's next? So writing about these things was difficult because I had to it was like a cosmic therapy, if you will. And I had to relive these moments in such detail. And sometimes it was really overwhelming to the point where I had to put everything down and just take a 2-week break from writing just because it was that overwhelming to be reliving these things so vividly. But getting through the whole thing, I think, was really beneficial to me. I hope it's beneficial to a lot of other people. And I really hope that everybody is able to get inspiration from my story and apply it to their own life.